combat sports are all dangerous, but what I would say is, as a combat sport, you know you're going to get hit. It's difficult to describe, really. I guess it would be similar to like jumping out of an aeroplane, really. You know, something big's about to happen, you're focused on it, very excited, very nervous, sometimes a little bit teary. It's quite emotional, you know, you've been on a long journey, put a lot of sacrifice into it, and then it's all going to be over in 15 minutes. Kind of can't hear anything else, you're just there to do a job. Always really, really nervous until the bell goes. When the bell goes, it's, you know, doing what you do 6 days a week. Okay, feet together, Sawadee Krap. Well, Muay Thai is a very historic martial art, over 2,000 years old. It was developed in Thailand. And in Thailand there's lots of different regional variations of the martial art. It's probably one of the first martial arts that was ever used as like a sport. So the kings and queens, former kings and queens of Thailand used to use Muay Thai for ceremonious occasions, to celebrate, you know, real auspicious events. Early versions of Muay Thai involved weapons, and they were called Krabi Krabong. And later variations included Muay Balan. Balan means ancient, the old way. So films, if you've seen like Ong Bak with Tony Jaa, it was quite different to modern day Muay Thai. But over the years, Muay Thai has been allowed to evolve. I guess that, you know, watching a Thai boxer, the way that they're attired, they look similar to a boxer in that they've got shorts, they've got boxing gloves, but the style, the pace, the technique's very, very different, very unique to Muay Thai. Well, there's different studies being done on it, and some argue that boxing's a lot more dangerous than Muay Thai because a lot of the impact is focused on the head, whereas in Muay Thai, everywhere's a target, so the impact is spread amongst the whole of the body. But combat sports are all dangerous, but what I would say is, as a combat sport, you know that you're going to get hit, so you're prepared for it. Whereas unlike, I don't know, if you're going skiing or you're doing football and you get cropped, you're not expecting it. Sometimes the injuries can be a lot worse because you're not prepared for it.
A lot of people see it as a bit savage. You learn a level of respect for fighting. I was back in school and I wasn't very fit. I was anemic, I was really underweight. And I saw this show on TV, it was these kids fighting, and I thought, that looks pretty cool, I want to do something like that. So I told my dad about it, and he's like, okay, I'll look something up for you. I wasn't really taking it seriously, going sort of once a week, having a KFC before I came down, which always resulted in me throwing up everywhere. So I earned the nickname Chunks at the time, just from throwing up all the time.
It's something that is professional in that you get paid to do it. It's in front of a big crowd. It's really demanding, competing in Muay Thai, more training for the fights as opposed to the fights themselves. So you have to have a lot of commitment for it, and if your personal life isn't in a position where you can offer that commitment, then unfortunately it does mean that people have, you know, spells off.
It's gradually getting more difficult. The intensity is sort of declining a bit. Part of the training camp is obviously making weight, which this has been a learning experience for me, because the dieting's really getting to me. I've got two stashes. This one is what I can have now, which is basically this is my my sandwich, which I've been really looking forward to. So it's basically a toastie, and inside the toastie is layered with peanut butter, honey, bacon. Just, oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh. I just tell myself, I'm gonna make you quit before I do, and yeah, that's basically it. I go in there, and every time he hits me, I think I'm gonna hit you back harder. A lot of it is mental. The physical aspect is probably only about 30% of the actual game. 70% of it, you know, you can beat yourself before you get in there. You've got to go in there expecting to win.
It's difficult not to feel deflated when you bring a big camp and you don't get any wins. But when you think about the results, that is just a short, small part of everything that we've been through, isn't it? When you think of the camp and all of that, it's been an extended camp. We've had disappointment with our show being cancelled. I've not been around a lot because all the crap's been going on with me at home. But yet you've still sort of trudging through, all in fantastic shape, and you know the performances today were great. You know, so try not to focus too much. And it's very difficult, I know, because you've got to come away with some wins. But try not to focus on that too much. Focus on what you brought to the table, what you brought to the ring, yeah. And then moving forward, yeah, what we're going to learn from today. Because I'm extremely proud of everybody today. That's not just the fighters, everybody that's contributed. Stuff you put a lot into this as well, in arranging it. So I'm really, really appreciative of everything that you've done. So let's hold our heads up high, yeah? Really, really proud of you all. Well done. Okay?
Right. Back to the drawing board, train again, and work on our mistakes, come back better.
And you get to eat.
And we get to eat, yes. Burger King definitely on the way home.